Adam is a public figure, autism advocate, and inspirational speaker with several procedures, accolades, and awards, including World Autism Awareness proclamations for Mayor Sylvester Turner and President Barack Obama. Adam believes that if you make one person smile a day, it's a chain reaction. So Adam challenged you to not only make one person smile a day, but maybe two people smile and laugh as well, because it will bring them joy and laughter. Adam Farris has autism and Tourette syndrome, and most of the underlying conditions, which has not stopped Adam from overcoming the impossible to imagine the possibilities every day. In Adam's free time, he enjoys working on his computer, making websites and building websites. He is also the founder and president of a small business in Houston, Texas called Unique Ability. And Adam was also one of the original students at the HUB Houston. So please welcome Adam.
Guys, good afternoon. Good morning or good afternoon. I don't have my watch on. How's everybody doing? How is everyone doing today?
Great.
Awesome. So I'm here to talk a little bit about the films. First of all, does anyone have any questions about the films that you all just watched? Go ahead, sir.
I will.
Good, sure.
First, I saw a person with the old man. The man liked to help, and saw the movie the next day that Will's drawing, and Will felt like.
Yeah. So, in the first film, Itzak. So when he was going in the airport, and the TSA agents, the agents in security, when they were looking at his wheels, right, and they said, hey, we need to check you for your security, right? Do you think that was kind of do you think that was like more or less like a discrimination type thing?
Yeah. Actually, it happens to everyone.
It happens
It
to
could.
everyone.
It does, yeah, it could. Or go ahead, Miss Adrian.
I think too, something that I thought he mentioned was that when they asked him to remove his braces,
Yep.
that wasn't really as easy as the shoes, right, sorry, that the braces were connected to his shoes.
Exactly.
And so it was more like a presumptuous thing. It may be easier for me to remove my shoes than for someone else.
Exactly.
And they didn't seem to cater to that. I don't know if that's what you were talking about.
Yes,
but
exactly. Thank you. Now moving on to Remedial, the second film we watched. So that hits home for me because, as you saw, I have ADHD, and it goes undiagnosed a lot, and it can lead to PTSD. Right? Who here does not know what PTSD is?
you guys know what that is?
So PTSD. So for example, like when individuals in the army or military come out from the military, right? They can have something what's called PTSD. As an example, PTSD is where when something like a pan falls from the kitchen, right, and it makes a loud sound. That's PTSD, and they can alert them that they're not in a good shape or good health. So, go ahead.
I just wanted to interject a little bit and give some more explanations of PTSD that they can identify. If that's okay. PTSD, normally when something really bad happens, and people experience that, they can relive it in their mind over and over and over again, and it can cause a lot of reactions. Sometimes they can get angry or scared or become excessively quiet, really quiet, and not want to talk to people, or it can cause a lot of reactions. And so one of the important things to do when you notice this, especially when other people notice this about you, if you notice something really bad happened and a friend is not necessarily being themselves, they're a little bit more angry, or they're a little bit more scared, or a little bit more anxious, ask them if they're okay. Ask them if they need help. And if you are someone who's gone through something that's scary or bad or something like that, it's okay to ask for help. You have people around you, you have resources around you. It's okay to go and say, I need some help today.
Exactly. So exactly what Miss Tanisha Brown just said. So, and for the second film, Remedial, that's a really good film. So, they saw the young man was seeing flashbacks in his head when his father had passed away, right? So, you know, like we were saying, if you happen to have any of those things happen, or you are struggling, Mr. Ken, all these people, Miss Wendy, are here for y'all, right? So, and you know, just speak up, speak out. If your friend is having trouble, anybody similar, just let them know, hey, talk to me. You know, we're all friends here. We're all a family here, right? Go ahead, Mr. Ken.
I would say it could be just any kind of trauma. It doesn't have to be someone dying.
Exactly.
It could be something that's traumatic to you that made you really, really afraid, and that thought keeps coming back in your head.
Exactly.
I don't think it has to be someone dying.
No.
It could be something that happened, or somebody said something bad to you, and you felt really bad, and it just keeps coming back and back.
Or a loud noise, something that scared you, or
The
made your system upset.
Go ahead.
Anybody having those kind of thoughts that keep coming back? Ricky, have you ever thought that just keep coming back?
Oh, I don't know, just doesn't come back. Just sometimes loud sounds, sometimes just annoying sounds.
Sounds?
You had a question right here in the pink.
I don't know.
Good. Do you have a question?
No.
Okay, good, sir.
What is the lesson for the second film, Remedial?
The lesson?
Yes.
It's just to be aware about your surroundings and aware about your friends' surroundings, and to be aware about your friends' health. And
Yeah, I think there's several messages that can be taken from the second film. From the standpoint of the young man who was going through what he was going through, you know, being able to ask for help and being able to receive help from the adults around him. It's okay to ask for help.
Exactly.
It's okay. If you're struggling, it's okay. To ask for help and to go to whoever will listen to get that help. And, you know, we all go through things. We won't hope to go through all good things, but you know what? In life, sometimes bad things happen. And we need each other. We need other people. And so one of the things I took away from him is to definitely just keep reaching out, ask for help, keep asking for help until you get it. The second thing is, you know, when we experience a death in the family and everything, you know, we're going to have grief. And he was experiencing a lot of grief from the death of his father. His mom was also grieving as well, you know, and so maybe she couldn't help him the best way that she probably normally would, because she was sad too, you know, and so it caused a little bit of, you know, it was harder for him to get the help from his mom that he probably needed. The other thing was I took away from that was teachers. He did have a caring teacher that really looked out for him and wanted to know what was wrong. And, you know, he wasn't able to articulate to the teacher, but the teacher was still concerned. You have a lot of caring instructors, you have a lot of caring educators, you have a lot of caring people around you that are around you, and they're going to notice things, and they're going to be there for you, and they're going to care about you, and it's okay for you to open up to them. It really, really is.
And I wanted to put on the teacher thing.
Yeah.
The coach, remember the coach in the movie that helped him out of the pool? So he was really aware that he may have PTSD because his father just passed away. At the very end, y'all remember that? So hey, the coach came into the meeting, right, with the mom and he said, hey, you know, teacher, you know, the young man in the film may have PTSD, but then the teacher may not have listened quite right away, but then she may have gone on to it. So.
Well, you know, to your point, Adam, and I agree with you that there are, and I normally have this conversation when I have my classes with the teachers, but I will say this, you know, the teachers do the best that they can with the information that they have and the experience that they have in front of them. And it's, you know, it's not always perfect. It's not always, they do the best that they can. I will say that. And, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say that in the first movie about Itzak, you saw teachers that looked at his ability and not his disability, and how could they support kept trying to open doors for other people, so you could see some of the helpers there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think this is one of the reasons why festivals like this and opportunities like this are so important, because a lot of times there's preconceived notions about what people can and can't accomplish, and especially if you see someone struggling or having problems, and especially when it comes to invisible disabilities. It's easy to see someone who has a broken leg needing crutches. It's harder to see someone who's having a mental health issue or something like that to see what they actually need. And so, I think it's one of the things that I think is really important when we have schools and things of that nature is to have the proper people in place that can give the proper assistance that students actually need. Because you're there to teach, but you're not a clinician. And I don't say that to be harsh, but you're not a clinician to diagnose someone. And it's hard because you care about your students. You want to see your students succeed. And for all of the young people here, your instructors, they care about you. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you be the best version of you that you can possibly be. And so sometimes it's hard to see somebody you care about struggling and going through something and not necessarily know the best way to help them. And so you make the best judgments that you can, and unfortunately sometimes you get it wrong.
May I end on a note?
Go ahead.
So I'm going to end on this note. Remember to smile, make someone's day, laugh a little more. Don't sweat the small stuff, right? It's okay to slow down in life a little bit, okay? So, remember, look at guys, like the high five there. So, make someone's day, give them a hug if they need it, right? So my name's Adam, thank y'all, have a nice day.
Good seeing you again, Adam.